Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm at the allotment and I'm gonna show you around. Before we get in today's video, I just wanted to quickly mention something you might have noticed. So I have changed the name and logo of the channel. I've been thinking about the direction I want to take the channel to, and I felt like this new name and look fits me a little better, and the content I want to make going forward a lot better. So I know it's a small change, but I wanted to do it now while the channel is still growing. So if you're already subscribed, thank you so much for being here and supporting me. Nothing about the channel changing though. It's nothing to do with the terms of community or anything else. We're just giving it a fresh look. So, and if you're new here, welcome. Make sure you subscribe and stick around for more videos. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Let's get into the video now. As you can see, this is my allotment, and we had some wood chip delivery, and this here right now is our compost area. We do get our allotment manager or whatever, they do come and get people to come and show us how to start composting, and I think the next tutorial is sometime around the 21st, I think. Yeah, and this is what all the plots looks like. It's practically like every other allotment, I think. Everyone does they're growing to their own taste. Everyone is free to do it however they want. And that's what I like about gardening. There is no specific way. Everybody just grow what they like, however they like it. And obviously there are things to learn. Things might not always work out the way we want it to be, and we have to learn from it. And that's what gardening is all about. You get better by learning. So if you don't make mistakes, how do you learn? So things gonna go wrong sometimes, and that's good as long as you learn from it. This is my neighbor's plot, and I was so amazed to see his watermelon. They look so huge. There's actually two or three. Well done. I like the way he built the structure as well to have them climb and so on. And we are getting closer to my plot. Is the one with the shed right in front of me. And voila, this is my plot. So I'm just gonna show you around. There isn't much going on really, but yeah. So right here I've got one of my pumpkin, and you can see it has powdery mildew. I usually get it. It's not something new. If it's not the cucumber, it's that or the melon. But I normally just treat it with some diluted milk, and it tends to work. This is my today will be the third time I would be spraying it, and it looks a lot better compared to when it first started. I think I should have done it a lot earlier though, when I started seeing the spots, but I left it and then it just took over and it spread, so you've got to tackle it a bit early. And this is my beautiful sunflower. No heads yet. Hopefully something will come up. This used to be my flower bed. There's still a few flowers in there, but it's not as pretty as it used to be. My courgette plant has given me loads of courgette. I have courgette for practically 2 years now because they do give out a lot. And these are my tomato plants. Some of the leaves looks like they dried. I'm sure it's not blight because the tomato seems okay. I think it's just the weather, the sun, and so on. So um, maybe later I will cut off some of those leaves out. And since they already have fruits, I might just take some of the foliage out and just let it grow. I have, I'm not really sure of the names because those are um, side shoots from the ones I had from home, and I took them and I planted them. I can't remember. I don't have any labels. But yeah, I know the black one is Black Beauty is easy because that's the only black tomato that I've grown. So yeah. Oh, these are my seasoning pepper. I got nothing at home, but the ones I've planted here seems to have a few coming up. They're not big, but they're a lot more than the ones at home. Um, I don't know why. I can't really explain why those ones have given fruits and the others not. But I don't know. And these are my pumpkins. I got two right there. One there, there's the other one hiding there. I think I'm gonna take one to go home in at the end and try because mom had been saying, oh, they're fine. This is another one. I can't tell you the name really because I don't know. They are actually pumpkin that we bought from the market, and they was nice and sweet, and we kept the seeds. There's another one here. The leaves are not looking great, so I do not know whether the pumpkin will be all right. But hey, what do you know? What do I know? And this is my corn. Those ones have been harvested already. I just need to chop the plants, what's left, and use it to put it in the compost bin. They were good. The ones that I've harvested from there were all right. They were okay. Not perfect, but what is perfect? So once you got a harvest, yeah. So I had a harvest, and we ate from it. I would say 3, 4 times. So yeah, they had a lot of those little things at the top. Don't know why I do get that. I don't have a clue. But I chopped the top and we washed them well and ate them. The other ones here, they were planted a bit later, but I checked them just yesterday, I think, and they're not all of them are ready. So I've given them a feed, say yesterday, of seaweed, and hopefully they'll be okay. This right here is my parsnips. I don't know when they're ready. I can feel something there. I can feel something forming there, but I don't know whether it's time to harvest them or whether I should wait till like near Christmas. If I decide to do so, we'll they rot in the ground or will they be okay? I don't know. This is my first time growing parsnips, so I'm not really sure. I don't want to harvest them yet because I really want them for Christmas, but you tell me. Right there are my French beans. I had quite a lot of harvest from them. On the rest, I think we're tired of them now. So I decided to leave them to dry up, and I'm gonna use the seed for next year. Because yeah, some of them are a bit gone over, and I don't like when they don't taste really nice when they're gone over. So I'll just let them dry up and use the seeds, share with a few of my friends, and yeah, and use them next year. So yeah, there is not much going on, as I said. I used to have my carrot bed in there. Well, I used to have my carrots, sorry, in there, and just managed to. I think I've left in two. They were not really big. They were practically the same size as I pulled them out there, and yep. Um, this right here is my compost area. These two bays have um, fresh manure that we got from the allotment. I carried and put well, my husband did. My husband did. I was not feeling well on that day, so he carried a few, and we have quite a few 2 bays of horse manure. And also in this bed right there, I didn't had enough space, so I've put in this bed, just temporarily. I think they will be ready for next year. We got it in August, so yeah. I have some leeks here. They're not doing very well, but hey. And my runner beans, they're flowering, so that means soon we're gonna get some beans. I can't wait. So far looking fine. I've given them a feed, seaweed feed, and hopefully they'll be all right. But I can see some of the leaves are a bit getting yellow a bit, so I'm just keeping an eye on them. My beetroots are just there. I haven't seen any formed yet, but yeah, this year a big has been tough. There has been a lot of challenges, and it's okay. That's gardening, I guess. It will be better next year because we've learned from this year, so we will prepare for next year, and it will be better. We might get other problems, but it might not be the same because we would have learned from this year and we would have prepared for it. So that's what it is. And some of my flower beds again. So as you can see, there isn't much left to show you. I've got plans for this plot. Yeah, let me just show you what the plans are actually. Okay, so this is a template, or what I say, of my allotment. And as you can see, I've just draw up a plan for next year. So this plot is 8.5 meter that way and 12.5 that side. From here all the way here going down, we get mostly shades, And around here we get some form of shade or some form of sunshine, but a bit later, sorry, later throughout the day. So my plan is to grow around this area. So as you can see, I've got the carrot here, my parsnip here. This is a water butt that is placed there, so it stays there. I will have my brassica in these two beds. I put broccoli, cabbage, but it could be any of them. And in here, I'm gonna have a circular bed, quite a big one, that I wanna, some kind of tower. So I'll be building that here. And here we're gonna have the different beds. I'm gonna have garlic, onions. I'm doing two sets of onions next year. Elsa Craig's and Bedfordshire champion. Yeah, and then I'm gonna have my sweet potatoes and my two normal potatoes bed. I normally just do first. Okay, I normally do shallot, and ooh, I can't remember the other one. So the main crop. And I'm planning on having a pond area here, right here, with loads of flowers. This is my free compost bins that's gonna be built here. My sitting area here next to the shed. So this is what I am aiming at. Now let me do some watering, and I'll also need to spray my pumpkins with my diluted milk, and I'm gonna head to the other plot. So I'm at the other plot, and I'm gonna show you around, but there's not much to see. As you can see there, I have some, it's not celery, I can't really remember the name, celeriac I think, yeah, that I've planted there, but they didn't do well. So it's just a bunch of flowers and weeds coming in between. Nothing much to be excited about. Oh, I've got this Malabar spinach that came up. Yeah, nasturtiums. They actually had it off. They look like they're done. So you can see there is nothing much right there. Once I pulled it, that was it. So something to try again next year, but this time will I will ensure that the soil is better. That's the thing about growing when it's come for gardening. You got to really start properly, which is work on your soil. Your soil has to be the right way, which is can drain, has the moisture that it needs, it has the nutrient that it needs before it can you can start sowing anything. Obviously there are other things like watering the weather, but you've got, just like building a house, the base has to be right So, yeah, with gardening, you've got to start right. You need to focus on your ground, on your soil first before you can move on. These are my sweet potato slips that mom took. Well, I was growing them in the greenhouse, but they were not forming or doing anything, just foliage. My mom took some of the slips from there, the branches, and she told me she wanted to grow them here. I believe it was way too late, but I listened like a good daughter. And I've planted them. Well, she planted them. I just keep coming and watering for them, water it for them for her. And they look like they doing well. No problem there. Whether you are get a crop from them in at this stage, I don't really think so. But what I am hoping to do next year is to plant them this way on the plot instead of doing them in barrels in the greenhouse. um so yeah, and my sunflowers, they are dying now. I'm keep forgetting to get the flour to put it to dry so I can use the seeds for next year. I don't want to keep buying seeds because life is hard, man. So yeah, I'm trying to preserve the seeds so I don't have to um buy seeds again. So I'll do that. My tomatoes are doing all right. Um, these are the Black Beauty again, but the others, I don't know where the label's gone. They had enough. They disappeared. So I'm just going with the flow. I really love these what's it called? Sunflowers, the little ones, tall and they're beautiful. So I'm definitely growing them again next year. Um, what I've noticed with the Black Beauty tomatoes, very difficult to know when they are ready. I notice that they they tend to get a bit softer when they're ready, and the bottom tends to be a little bit red. So yeah. Oh, those sunflowers are beautiful, aren't they? I also had some squash that I took. This one there. I had a big one before, but I'm thinking I may have to take those two, take it home because the plants are already drying. There's no hope for it to get bigger, so it's it's gonna go home. As for this one, they're still green. I'm not sure what to expect from them. This is my first time growing them. They're the honey boat squash, so I'll wait a little longer and see if I can get a harvest to try them and see if I'm gonna grow them again next year. These beds supposed to be my brassica bed. They're supposed to be cabbages in there, but they are not forming. They're just there, and it could be my fault as well because they look all squashed in under that netting. But you know what? It is what it is. I'll try again. And here we have some more sweet potato that I've planted. I think mom took all the branches that she could from what I was throwing away and she planted quite everything. And I have celery at the edge of the bed. This compost, well, it's not really a compost, it's an area where I stuck in all the weeds that I pull up. And there wasn't much, but mom kind of, you know, add more because she likes weeding. These are some of my squash or pumpkin that I grew, but something has been eating them on this plot. So, come to think about it, I'm wondering whether it's a smart idea to grow my pumpkin on this plot if they already got some pest or whatever eating them. So I need to rethink that. And this is my boloti beans plant. Boy, I love a boloti beans. I do love them. So I'm gonna harvest it, and whatever that is left that is still green, I will leave it for a later. But there's quite a lot there. I prefer, some people leave it to get dry, and that's all right. There's nothing wrong in that. Most, especially if you want to store it for longer. I like it fresh. I like to just take it and put it in the freezer and cook it whenever I need it. So yeah, it cooks faster when it's soft and when it's fresh and so on. These corns, like, I need to pull them out. They've already been harvested. They were really good. I think they're the sunrise one, really good. And this here in that bed, I have some main crop potatoes. I don't know what to expect from them. The cara, is it cara? I think so. So yeah, that this is it on this plot. So for this allotment plot, this is my plan. It's simple. I'm making big beds. I'm not yeah, very big low rise beds where I can have berries there. I'm hoping to have some red raspberries, yellow raspberries, blackberries, and so on. And I've got red currant as well to go there. Um, I'm aiming at I'm gonna have some beans here on this bed. Now I like boloti beans, so there'll be like 4 rows of boloti beans. In the center, I'm gonna have my pumpkins because if I put them on the side, they tend to somehow go across, and that's don't want them to disturb the neighbors there. So they're gonna be in the center here, and I'm gonna have a garlic bed and an onion bed right here. The first 2 plots beds, I'm gonna have corn here and melon on here. I have space to put some small beds like 120 by 60 if I wanted to, but I'm still not sure about it. But that's what it's gonna be like. Yeah, so let's get back to the plot. So this is it for me today, friends. I'm gonna harvest some of my beans, some tomatoes, and whatever I can find. I'll show you my harvest now. And until the next one, take care of yourself and God bless you. Bye now.